cat on this week's Uncharted update. Let's go. So I'm sure you guys have all heard what's happening in California recently, but if not, let me bring you up to speed. They are getting hammered, and I'm not talking at the bars, I'm talking rain and snow. They've already got about triple the amount of moisture they get during a typical winter, and it is showing no signs of stopping. In fact, last Saturday, there was even a tornado with an inch of hail in some areas. I mean, this is just completely unnormal for what happens in a typical California winter. So far, there have been 13 deaths, 50 people have had to be rescued, and last Saturday alone, 8,500 people had to evacuate their homes because of flooding. So why is this happening? Well, one, they're just having crazy storms. There are weather patterns that change throughout the years, and this is just an exceptionally wet year. That said, there's other things happening. The development of population areas, farmland, what that's doing is it's cutting down forests and trees. These trees have huge root systems that hold moisture and hold dirt in place. Without them, you've got grass with small root systems, you get flooding, you get erosion, you get mudslides, and you get California 2023. So what do you do about this? Well, if you're living in California, you're gonna have to hang on. We did just post a blog about sandbagging on our 4 Pillars email. I suggest you go check that out, because this all comes down to preparedness. Sandbags can divert water around your house, keeping your basement from flooding. Cleaning your roof off can stop your roof from collapsing. You've got snow up there with rain coming down, just adding pounds by the second. As we always say, make sure you've got plenty of food and water and medicine. Make sure your vehicle is capable of good tires, you've got plenty of gas. And as a bonus, make sure you've got a way to produce electricity and heat if the power shuts off. These cold storms can last days and sometimes weeks, and being able to even heat a single room or keep medicine cool can be a game changer. Good luck if you're living in those areas. It's been crazy to watch from here, and hopefully you'll get through all right. So back in China, the city of Xi'an, and I'm probably saying that wrong, has released a plan for future lockdowns. That's right, lockdowns. This time in case of the common flu. So the last time the city of 13 million people got locked down was COVID, and for a month, most of the city could not leave their homes. Now the government is releasing a plan saying, well, in the future, if there's a flu going around, we're probably going to shut down schools, businesses, any highly trafficked areas by humans as a way to keep their arms around this and not let it spread. But the people there don't like this. I mean, when have we ever shut down for the flu before? So my question to you is this: is this overreaching? Was this a test to try to get people comfortable with it and try to see how far they would bend before they break? I'm not sure, but I can tell you this, trying to lock down 13 million people once a year when flu season comes around does not sound like a good way to keep businesses going, keep society going, keep people happy. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens with this. So you've seen Cocaine Bear going around, right? Pretty funny story they made a movie out of. Well, there's a cocaine cat. A wild cat is in the care of the Cincinnati Zoo after a bit of a crazy story. It turns out in late January, animal control in Cincinnati got a call about a leopard in a tree. Now, you and I both know leopards don't really exist in Cincinnati, so they came out to investigate. Well, it wasn't a leopard, it was an exotic cat from Africa. This cat is a serval, and they grew up to 40 pounds. They actually named this one Amory, and now it's in the care of the Cincinnati Zoo. Turns out when they went to capture this thing, it had a broken leg, and toxicology reports confirmed that it had cocaine in its system. Now they can't figure out whose cat it was, what it was doing there. My guess is there was probably some shady people that thought it'd be fun to have a wild African cat, then got out, got hurt, and they kind of disappeared. The good news is Amory is now spending her days as an ambassador of the Big Cat program at the Cincinnati Zoo. So if you're in Cincinnati, go check it out. Go say hi and make sure she's staying off drugs. That's all for this week. Remember, don't die. We'll see you next week.